All right. All right. Welcome back to another episode of The Truth Is. If this is your first time here, hello, welcome. For my returning people, my diehards, my stands, thank you so much. This is Peyton 3.0, the EDM vocal sorcerer. Although this show is not really about my electronic dance music community of music or anything like that. I always tie everything I do on the channel to that in some kind of way. Like the music you're hearing playing in the background. Is it playing? It ain't playing. Hold on. Now it's playing. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, if you like what you hear today, please just hit the like button, share with your friends, comment, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. If this gave you your feel or you got any kind of value out of this. Now, this episode is called The Laundry List of Ingredients in the Food. And if you're from a country that doesn't have all that's going on in your country, you're the lucky ones, because a lot more countries are becoming like America, and the list of garbage and chemicals you could barely pronounce in food. And the trickiest thing that they do is they'll put words like you see here, potassium, sorbate, and the word potassium is supposed to be something good for the body, but that potassium sorbate is not, that's not even potassium. They put all these words, if they make it sound like you can read it, and it says something that sounds like a natural thing, we want to research that, but that's not potassium at all. It's some kind of substitute that has nothing to do with what real potassium does for your body on a molecular level. That does something totally different, and most of the time totally harmful to your body for the fake kind of potassium ingredients they put in these foods. And that's just one thing. Glycerin, all this other stuff. The only thing that should be in these ingredients is wheat flour, water, sugar, maybe some yeast, things like that. But then you have this whole list of ingredients here. You know, of course, the cheese, milk, skim milk, for the ingredients on top. But all this other stuff is unnecessary, right? So anyway, this is The Truth Is. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to talk about, first of all, how can you tell if a food usually is high quality versus absolute garbage that your body can't even read? So most of us, it stores it, or if it doesn't store it for the thinner people, I don't know what your body does with it. It probably just gets rid of it, but it never gets nutrients, so it's always hungry. That's why foods that are empty and kind of like, I call them dead foods, your body doesn't register them, so it doesn't think it really eats, so you just get hungrier. Foods that have a laundry list of ingredients, those are like this, or a grocery list of ingredients on the back of them. Those are low quality foods that they make for cheap to sell for a profit, and your health in countries like America, the UK, and spreading across the world, because America's having an influence even on the food supply in a lot of countries that it does business with, convincing other people that it's cheaper to do this to make a profit. So some countries turn over their well-being of their citizens to make $1 in a profit, even if they only break even. So that's what it's come down to. So within the last 30 to 40 years, food has changed in countries like America to this. If you happen to see foods, especially it's going to be on a rare occasion that you see those foods with just 1, 2 to 3 ingredients, those are usually higher quality foods. But most foods you want to see on these shelves like America, the UK, or whatever, are ingredients like this. Nature doesn't have that many ingredients when it comes to food that's untouched. and modified. So most food is modified. So if you're always eating stuff like this, the cookies, the Oreos, things like that, you're going to fast food restaurants and they have there are longer lists of ingredients than this. Sometimes you'll find on the back of foods, believe it or not. So it has all these ingredients and then your body acts a certain way. Have you ever noticed how low energy, or when it comes to like all these refined carbs, how much more anxious you are and you can't control it, how much more hormonal you are, and how much more it's hard to control your emotions when you're eating these foods all the time? That's for a reason, because the body can't do anything with a lot of these fake chemicals, right? A lot of these words on here you can't pronounce on this particular one that you're seeing, but there's a lot more packages that have ingredients which you cannot pronounce. And these things do harmful things, as they can't use most of what's in this food. It just does harmful things. And for a lot of other humans, they store it, and other humans who are just always thin, no matter what they eat, the body just gets rid of it for somehow, some way, or it's just spinning through your bloodstream where it's not supposed to be. And all these diseases are happening allegedly, okay, for legal purposes, because of these fake foods, these flash in the pan foods, these dead foods that they literally go ahead. And I know you've heard this part before, but you haven't heard it from me. Okay. So anyway, they go ahead and they study the human brain. Okay. They studied it to a T. They had a diabolical plan for the powers that be. And then of course they manufacture knowing how to fool the brain so that it would get this high dopamine effect, and couldn't tell the fact that it wasn't real food. Some stuff is so bad that you can tell that it's chemical stuff, and you don't eat it again because it's just not good. It just tastes like chemicals. But they've gotten a lot better over time of fooling your brain into eating it and getting joy out of it while it goes down into your body, and it creates havoc and mayhem. And that's how you vibrate at a lower energy, because your body's not getting the nutrients and what it needs. It's just for chemicals all the time, and it has to find some way to live with it. And a lot of times diseases develop whether they're on the quiet side or not, because of these ingredients, allegedly. Okay, because I don't want the food industry to come out to me with a lawsuit, whatever they will. You know, like I said, it's kind of where we live in. Allegedly. Okay. Allegedly. So these ingredients are cheap for the big conglomerate food industries to make, and they go talk to the chemists in science. They hire them to make these ingredients and modify the foods that are from nature, and they pay out the farmers to grow foods at a faster rate with a bunch of pesticides and things on them that are not even mentioned here on most of any packages, right? Or they disguise it under names like BHA, BHT, allegedly, nitrates, okay? Oleoresin of paprika, right? And so on. So most of us have no idea what's going on with the food, but this is just to give you a quick way to discern if the food you're eating is high quality or just a bunch of chemical garbage or has been modified. Some foods are natural foods that have been modified, genetically modified foods, and then other things are not even food at all, and they come from nature in any kind of way. They're just completely man-made, and that's it. Right? Like Oreo cookies, okay? And so on. Things like that. Doritos. Right? But anyway, while you can tell what's in your food at the grocery stores a lot of times, and sometimes because of the laws in your particular country, they're able to get away with leaving some ingredients out that they don't want you to know about. So that's food for thought. Obesity and disease epidemic, allegedly. Obesity and disease epidemic is going up and up and up in the human population. Where do these foods exist? Where these practices of agriculture like America's exist? Allegedly. Allegedly. Yes. So while you can tell somewhat of what's in your food, because I'm telling you, there are longer lists of ingredients on some of these packages than this. When you go out to eat, they don't have an ingredients list like this or what they feed you. So you don't know what they're using. And a lot of times, a lot of these restaurants, especially in countries like America, will try to get away with the cheapest thing they can buy due to money costs and things like that, that your particular health will end up being sacrificed in the process of that. Okay? So it's just be aware. This is to really bring them back, to really snapshot it, to really close this conversation down, is when you see a laundry list of ingredients, you're in trouble. On the rare occasion in countries like America, the UK, and so on, when you see that it has 1, 2, 3 ingredients, that's a win, okay? If you pick up a box, a thing of chicken, whether it's pre-made by the store or not, and you see a bunch of a laundry list of ingredients, they could have just seasoned it for you. But and they have to be easy words to read if they just season it for you. But a lot of times you'll find there's words you can't pronounce. That's already a red flag. Or you don't even know what it is. Red flag. So anyway, let's have a discussion and down below of the horror stories of food that you have witnessed. If you're from another country besides America, I'd definitely love to hear from you that has the food supply like we have or mirrors what we have due to the influence of America. Leave a comment down below, share with your friends, comment, hit the notification bell for more videos. Well, this has been Peyton 3.0, the EDM vocal sorcerer. Thank you so much. For all the truth seekers that are not into electronic dance music, I want to thank you for coming in. You may go ahead and exit now, okay? But for my electronic dance music audience, don't go nowhere. Stay right here. I got something for you at the end here. Yes, yes. For the newer people here that are in the electronic dance community, ravers, festival goers, you name it, gym people who love to put on electronic dance music while they're getting the workout on, then please do have to follow these social media sites. Thank you so much. But what I really want you to focus on, what I really need you to focus on, is getting on the email list, okay? And I'll say this again, because social media is dead. Social media is dead. And the way that we knew social media when it kind of first began in its first 5 to 6 to 10 years is gone. And just like the golden age of YouTube itself, which this is also another social media platform, and it's never coming back because we're dealing with corporate interests now. We're dealing with the fact that it changed into a structure of doing business and capitalism, and that's what you're seeing now. Now it's really considered business media unofficially, okay? And because it's business media and no longer social media, but it parades like social media to a certain degree, we as creators don't have a say in how our works are seen, monetized, nothing. We don't have that. It's now in the hands of big conglomerates and the algorithm robots, you know. And so because of that, the email list is more important than it's ever been in history, okay? The email list is very important. So for those of you who really want to support, get on the email list. And as a free gift from me to you, you get 3 free unreleased songs from me, EDM bangers, that's telling you where I'm about to head in the future for this project I'm trying to release. But I want some fanfare first, okay? Anyway, at the link, Peyton, well, it's going to be hard to do it at the Bitly link on here, so go to the website, peyton30.com, okay? And there is a button, I get straight to the point. There's a button on the front that says get 3 free songs. You'll hit that. You will go to a landing page. Put your best email in, not your dead email, the one you actually answer. And let's build this relationship together. Thank you so much. And I will see you on the next. The truth is, bye-bye. Take it away.